Hello and welcome to the CEO Peak, and today I have a great honor to host here Padman Ramankutty, the CEO of Intrigo. Hi.
Hi, Dave.
How are you doing today?
Very good.
So, Padman was an executive with SAP, and right now Intrigo is SAP, a channel platform, and they provide from implementation, advising, and support to companies that implement SAP. Am I right?
You're right.
So please give us a little bit more color about what you're doing, and later we'll dive deeper into your career.
Yeah. My name is Padman Ramankutty, as you've pointed out, and I founded Intrigo Systems. This is my second go-around in the SAP world. I used to be in the SAP world of development and sales for a long time, and in the early years when SAP moved to America. Mm-hmm. And from there I had a vision to create a consultancy or a service provisioning, or to be a service provider, to tell the story and implement the SAP system in a much more cleaner, better way. And so I founded a company. Over the years I grew that company to a very large success and sold it. And Intrigo is my second go around, building out a newer variety of the consultancy around SAP technologies, primarily in supply chain. I moved to the Silicon Valley in '97 because I saw the excitement. I was an executive at SAP in the high-tech world in LA, and then I moved up here to find the right connections and the right ideas, because the environment was very indicative of the internet era, because I wanted to do something in the service business. I was not ready for creating a product, though that was my charter at SAP. I came in, I built a product, now let me go out and make it a success. That was the motivation that I focused on. Mm-hmm. And I left SAP to start a company, my first company, Bristlecone, which is still around, but it has been a good success, primarily because I took the help of others and listened to what I wanted to do and what the market needed. The shortcut to success is hiring good talent. Good talent comes from you being empathetic to the talent and understanding what each person's motivation is, and bringing those people together to do a common goal. It is somewhat like mountaineering. If you want to climb a mountain, you don't get your friends and go up the mountain. You get the right people, the right Sherpa, the right carriers, the right guide. And I think when you build a company, you have to think about the right talent. If the talent is subpar, you will provide subpar experience for your customer, and you will not be successful. Talent is a fundamental core, but you have to bring that talent with an idea of a vision. Where are you going as a company? Where are you going as a team? What is the culture we will live by? In our company, we have 5 mottos, 5 values, if you will. Customer first. When you are a service provider, you walk into a client, you think like the client. You don't think like your Intrigo, you think like your Nike, your Levi's, your Microsoft, your HP. These are some of our customers, right? So once you do that, people have a different mentality. Second is you have to have authentic interaction with the client. Mm-hmm. Authentic interaction means not nodding your head and saying, I'll do everything you say, Mr. Client. Authentic means I will do what is right. I will tell you what you're asking me to do is wrong and why it is wrong. That kind of candid conversation is very important. These set of values fused with the right talent helps us to become successful at any company or any client we go to.
Did you have any situation that actually you were afraid to lose the client when you challenge or confronted the client?
It happens every day, and I think what we train our people to do is be bold enough to say that will not work. In fact, I go back to my first experience with Nike, which was my first client when I started. And I stayed there 18 years on a retainer basis, individually and my company, primarily because they wanted me to be very candid about what SAP can do, what SAP cannot do. And people use me and use our teams that way to be very candid about it. Sometimes it may not get us the biggest business, but it gives us the best credibility and value for the client. About 3 years ago, I was looking at what motivates people. So I came across Daniel Pink's book, right? I know I love Daniel Pink's writing. Yeah. And I've read all his books. But I think that the two books that made sense was Drive, because a talented person, there are lots of people who are talented. Why are they not successful? What drives them? And how do you bring a talented person, and how do you motivate that person forward? So there are three things he talks about. Mastery. Anybody in business wants to be master of something. People want autonomy. They want autonomy to do the stuff right for their customer. They want to be proud of their work. So they want to be very good at their work. They want to be proud of their work. But they also want to be purposeful about the work. For us, leaving the customer more satisfied than we found them to be is the number one criteria. It's not about $5 here or there or $500 of a transaction. It's about those three things. And in the book Drive, Daniel Pink talks about what motivates people. And if you can translate that into a company situation, it's very good. All of us concentrate on talking to a talented person and say, how much money do you want? Sometimes money is not their complete motivation.
Yeah.
So you have to find the way to get to each of these employees or associates and find the triggers that make them complete, make them whole. If you can do those two things, I think you are able to keep and attract talent above your weight class. We as a tiny company have big name clients, big name customers, big references in the SAP world, so much so that SAP calls us to talk to the references. We achieve this purely by the way we motivate and help people achieve their goals and their social status and their ability and mastery that they want to achieve. That's what we focus on.
That was so insightful. Thank you so much, Padman, for taking the time to be with us today.
Thank you.
And we really appreciate that. And thank you for taking the time to watch us. And please subscribe. And every week you will find a new CEO that you will learn from. So thank you.
Thank you.